Hello everyone, so this is the second video of this chapter Albert Einstein at School, and in the first video we came to know about Urey. So I am reading from that part. But at least you have a room of your own, which is more than I can say, said Urey when he called round in the evening. So Urey is saying that at least you are having a room, right? At least you live among civilized human beings, even if they are all poor students, said Albert. But Albert is saying, but you are living with some human beings, those who are civilized. They know how to live as human beings. Now what Urey is saying? They are not all civilized, Urey replied. Did you not hear that one of them was killed last week in a duel? Now he is saying that, what are you saying? I am living in a same kind of situation. That is also a hell. And there was this kind of fight and murder and all these things. So one of the persons got killed. How? And what happens to the one who killed him? Albert is asking. And what about the murderer? Nothing, of course. He is even proud of it. His only worry is that the authorities have told him not to fight any more duels. He is upset about this because he has not a single scar on his face to wear for the rest of his life as a badge of honor. Now what about the condition, what is the mental condition of that murderer? That he is not having any kind of scar, not having any kind of single injury on his face. That is why he is upset, because he is not getting that badge of honor, that I won the battle and I am the winner. So this is the mentality of those kind of people. And Albert is thinking that Urey is living in a good situation, in a good place, but same kind of situation Urey is also facing in his daily life, right? Exclaimed Albert. And these are the students. And Albert is saying, and they are calling themselves as students. Well, you will be a student one day, said Urey. And Urey is saying that, don't worry, you will also be a student. I doubt it, said Albert glumly. I don't think I will ever pass the exams for the school diploma. Now again here he is sharing his problem, that he is very much confused regarding his diploma, because he is not finding any kind of interest in the system or the subjects, right? He told his cousin Elsa the same next time she came to Munich. Normally she lived in Berlin, where her father had a business. So now we are getting one more character, Elsa, the cousin of Albert, and she is coming, and there will be having a kind of conversation. So very important for short question, that she is coming from Berlin, where her father had a business, right? Now Elsa is saying, I am sure you could learn enough to pass the exams, Albert, if you tried, she said. I know lots of boys who are much more stupid than you are, who get through. They say you don't have to know anything, you don't have to understand what you are taught, just be able to repeat it in the exams. So what the cousin is giving the advice to the to Albert, she is saying that you just need to memorize, because there are more students, those who are idiot, those who are not having any kind of brain, but they are just memorizing it and they are just repeating it in the exam hall. So you can continue with this process. Now Albert is saying, that's the whole trouble. I am no good at learning things by heart, said Albert. Now here Albert is saying, this is the trouble that I am facing. I cannot memorize. You don't need to be good at it. Anyone can learn like a parrot. You just don't try, and yet I always see you with a book under your arm, added Elsa. But I think you can do it, but you are not trying. But what about the book that you are always carrying under your arm? Elsa is asking. What is the one you are reading? Albert. A book on geology. Geology? Rocks and things. Do you learn that? Albert. No, we have hardly any science at school. Elsa. Then why are you studying it? Albert. Because I like it. Is not that a good enough reason? Now what Albert is saying, that it is not in the syllabus of our school, but I like it. That is why I am reading it. So is it not good enough to read? Elsa sighed. Elsa is not replying with this question, because she understood that Albert is having a kind of different mind. He is having, as I said, new ideas, new thoughts, creativity. You are right, of course, Albert, she said, but it won't help with your diploma. You are absolutely right about your ideas and all these things, but I have a doubt that will it be any kind of help for your diploma? Apart from books on science, his only comfort was music, and he played his violin regularly until his landlady asked him to stop. So, here we are getting one more hobby that Albert is having. What is it? Playing violin. And his landlady is always asking him to stop because she is always irritated with this kind of sounds. That wailing gets on my nerves, she said. There is enough noise in this house with all the kids howling. Now the landlady is all the time she is complaining that please stop your violin and all these sounds. There are already enough chaos in my house. Please stop it. Albert was tempted to point out that most of the time it was she who made them howl, but he decided it was better to say nothing. But Albert is about to say that it was not me, it was you. You, ma'am, because you are creating the chaos, you are pressurizing the kids to shout, and now you are saying me to stop my violin. But Albert is not saying. Albert ultimately ignored this situation. I must get away from here, he told Yuri after 6 months alone in Munich. So, after 6 months also he is having the same condition that I have to leave this place. It is absurd that I should go on like this. In the end, it will turn out I have been wasting my father's money and everyone's time. It will be better for all if I stop now. So, he is now thinking, he is sharing his personal feelings about his life, about his decisions with the only single friend, the honest friend that he is having, that is Yuri. And he is saying that I should leave now because I'm just only wasting my father's money and everyone's time. So, I should stop now. And then what will you do? Yuri asks. So, what is your plan? I don't know. If I go to Milan, I am afraid my father will send me back unless he is saying that I don't know what shall I do, because if I am going back, probably my father will again send me back to this place. His eyes gleamed with a sudden idea. Suddenly, one idea he got. Yuri, do you know any friendly doctors? So, one kind of ideas he is sharing with his friend. Probably some medical treatment or medical ideas he is having. Now, he is applying the trick. So, let us see. I know a lot of medical students and some of them are friendly, said Yuri. Doctors, no. I have never had enough money to go to anyone. Why? Now, Yuri is saying that I have medical students, medical friends, those who are very much friendly with me, but I don't know any doctor because I don't have the money to visit to anyone. Why? Why are you asking? Suppose that I had a nervous breakdown. Suppose a doctor would say it's bad for me to go to school and I need to get right away from it. Now, what Albert is planning, that he will take a kind of certificate from the doctor where the doctor will prescribe that this boy, this kid will be having some kind of problem in his future if he continues his schooling. So, he is saying that I need that kind of doctor who will say to the school authority that it is not good for Albert to continue his school. So, this is the idea that he is sharing with Yuri. So, we will see in the third video whether this idea will be helpful for him or not. Okay, thank you.